This is the segment I like to call Ramble On, where I ramble on about certain things that mean a lot to me or I feel like you guys need to hear about. Deontay Wilder's boxing match, really good boxer if you don't know who he is. He's 40-0-1 with 39 knockouts. That's a 95% knockout percentage. Deontay Wilder's a beast. If you haven't watched his highlights, you definitely need to go check him out because he's somebody that if you haven't heard about, you need to hear about him. Um, I got a couple other topics. Taco Fall, who's coming into the NBA this season, he should have a good NBA future. He's a giant. He's a 7'7" with a 8'2" wingspan, so he'll definitely be a good rim protector for whoever wants to pick him up. I don't know if he goes in the first round. I see him probably going second round. Definitely a name that you need to know about, though. My Seahawks made a good couple moves this offseason. I didn't like letting go of Frank Clark. Doug Baldwin and Cam Chancellor officially retired due to injuries, so that was a big hit for us. But we got DK Metcalf in the draft. That's another name. If you haven't heard him, go look at him and check him out. I don't have his stats or from college or his numbers offhand or anything, but he's just a freak of nature. I think he's about 6'4", 230 pounds. Jumped like 40 inches at the combine, so he's definitely going to be a good receiver and hopefully a good replacement for Doug Baldwin because he'll be missed. We got Odell Beckham to the Browns. That's going to be a big move there. Everybody needs to watch out. The Browns won 7 games last year, so I definitely expect them to make a little bit of noise or get in the playoffs this year, and that'll be nice. Cleveland hasn't had much luck throughout the years considering football, so it'll be nice to see them get back in the playoffs, and I'm sure they'll be partying down there and they'll make it memorable because it's been a really long time. Antonio Brown went to the Raiders, which was a weird move. The Raiders really don't have anything going right now. I don't expect them to make any noise in the NFL season. They'll probably win 6 to 8 games or something. I don't even see them making the playoffs. I don't see Antonio Brown making that big of a difference, especially not with Derek Carr. He's alright QB, but he hasn't put up the numbers to make anybody scare him like that. We got Le'Veon Bell to the Jets, which is another one. Didn't make any sense. Le'Veon just wanted money, and that's what he got with going to the Jets. He's going to have money, and he's not going to have any future because I don't see the Jets making any noise anytime soon. They've been bad for a long time, no QB. So it didn't really make sense. I mean, I wish the best for Le'Veon, but I don't see why the Jets would have made sense. I feel like he should have went to a championship team that would have gave him a better chance of at least getting to the playoffs because I don't see the Jets doing it. We got the Colts. I hope the Colts do good this year. I'm really rooting for them. Andrew Luck's had a good season coming back from that injury, so it was nice to see him get back in motion. They still have T.Y. Hilton. I'm sure they're going to make some changes at running back before the season comes up and try to get some more running game in there to help Andrew Luck, but I like what the Colts are doing, and they really bounced back from those couple years that they didn't have Manning, so that was nice. My OKC... The OKC Thunder, I don't know if you heard about them. Paul George and Russell Westbrook both underwent surgery this summer. Westbrook had to have his knee repaired, and Paul George had to have a shoulder repaired. He was playing with a torn labrum, and I don't know if you've ever had a torn rotator or know what that is, but can you imagine trying to shoot a basketball when your labrum is torn? It just sounds painful. It's probably the reason they got bounced in the playoffs, but we're not here to make excuses. I mean, Paul George had his shoulders wrapped up every game, on timeouts. Westbrook had ice on his knees. They were just run down by the time playoffs came. I know the Thunder don't really have much cap room, so I don't expect them to really do much. Probably the same team coming back. Big three with Steven Adams, Westbrook, and Paul George. I feel like they could have did better in the playoffs, but doesn't always work like that. So, we'll be back next year. I'm sure the Warriors will be back next year. I'm sure Houston will be back next year. It'd be interesting to see where Zion ends up too. I know the Pelicans got the first pick and they'll probably take him, but are they going to keep him or are they going to trade him? Um, it'll just be it'll be weird to find out. I definitely see that's another name that you need to look up, Zion Williamson. He's definitely going to make some noise in the NBA this upcoming season, so it'll be nice. But this is the end of the podcast, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and share and follow everything that I got going on. I appreciate everybody that gives me the little view and everything, and keep watching. Thanks, guys.